That's the basic level. That's the first level, and you could stick with that level and use it as bone conditioning or whatever. Okay, but now we're going to do the next level, and this is called the ping pong drill. Ping pong means I get a turn, then he gets a turn. I get a turn, then he gets a turn. Understand? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the first move and the second move. When I do it, I'm going to do the first and second move. He's just going to do the first. Does everybody understand that? You'll see when we do it in a second. Because what I'm going to do now is everybody take your finger, draw a straight line down till you reach your jawbone. Okay. And then feel right underneath it. You should feel like a little notch in your jawbone right there. Okay? Right in front of that. Okay? So coming from the back of your jaw, along your jaw to that spot, is the 7th branch of the facial nerve. Okay? And it makes a little fork right there. In acupuncture, it's called stomach 5. That's what we're going to be targeting. Okay? So I go 1, and I just flip my hand up, and it goes right on that spot. The biggest thing with pressure points is what's called angle and direction. It's why most people can't get them to work. You have to poke, hit, or rub them in the correct angle. Otherwise, you're not doing anything to it. This point has to be hit down and in at a 45. Understand? If I do this, that's annoying, right? If I do that, okay, he almost goes down. Okay? Because I got the nerve and I hit it onto the bone. If I hit it this way, I'm not hitting it on the bone, I'm just pushing it right into the tissue and it's not doing anything, okay? So this is mapping it out perfectly. I take this knuckle right here and I just drop it right on it, okay? So it's really important, don't hit each other, otherwise we'll be waking a lot of people up, but you want to touch it. You want to get that tactile sensation of feeling where it is. And I'm using my fist, so one of my knuckles is gonna hit it, okay? Even if I miss, I still just punched him in the face. I'm still kind of winning, all right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then he gets to do it to me, okay? All right, go for it. Yep, and that's what I do when I bring my hand, it follows that arc. I follow the corner of the eye down, and that allows me to get it on it every single time. Because if I try to, without having an anatomical landmark to map off of, you're more likely to miss it, whereas you get it every single time. Down here on the jaw.
So it's not
right on the top. Yep. So if you feel that little bump underneath your jaw, go right on top of your jawbone, and that's where it is. Okay, so it's right there. Okay, so it's right there. And the easiest way to do it is as I bring my hand up, I draw a line from the corner of your eye down in the air. So I don't actually hit you until I get to your jawbone. But once I get the corner of your eye, I come straight down. Yeah.
It's above the jaw.
Yes, above the jaw.
Okay.
There is one underneath the jaw, but we're going for the one above it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It's the first point I ever had my butt dropped to the floor by Professor Dillman on. So it's my favorite. This is the beauty of it. So in the Filipino martial arts, they have a thing called tappy-tappy. It means counter for counter. These drills have that built right into them, okay? So Brandon's Kung Fu skills have gotten a little bit better. He blocked the 1, he blocked the 2. Okay, oh no, he blocked the 2. So now I'm just gonna go for the 3. And I'm coming right down on top of his hip bone, right here on the iliac crest. And this is called Gallbladder 26, if you're looking on the chart. What it will do is it will drop his butt backwards, okay? Giving me his head. Okay? I have a friend who is from Tennessee and he says, never look a gift head in the mouth. Okay, but that's what you want, that head to come towards you, okay? So 1, 2, when you do this, you have to drop your body weight. And I'm hitting with this part of my hand. This is soft and mushy. I don't care how much conditioning you do, it's soft and mushy. If you use this right here, that's hard bone and it hurts, okay? And so you're just gonna drop that right in there. And all you need to see the reaction is that butt start to go out, okay? Yeah, I'm hitting right on top of the pelvis, yeah. We do a wonderful job as martial arts mapping it out for each other. It's right on top of your belt. Yep, so just aim right for the top of the belt and you'll get it every single time. All right, everybody give it a try. All right, the last move, okay? Now, I'm gonna explain where these points are on this. So we already learned where stomach 5 was, right? Okay. Now, right here at the corner of your eyebrow, you have 2 points. One at the very corner, okay, of your eye. Everybody go like this. Point right where your eye is, right there, okay? Now, right where your eyebrow starts to drop down, point right there. Those 2 points right there. So you have triple warmer 23 and gallbladder 1, okay? Triple warmer 23 and gallbladder 1. This is the zygomatic bone. It's hollow, it has no marrow in it. If you hit it, it will break, okay? I got hit there, I have a droopy eye on this side, partially because I got hit there. Not real hard, and it damaged the nerve that actually raises and lowers my eyelid, okay? And it was not hard at all, and it was in practice, so I know it works, okay? That's where we're going for, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. This hand is gonna shoot straight up and hit that. And then I'm gonna come around and I'm gonna hit, okay? Now, if you don't wanna do this, you can chop right here to the side of the neck. There's a pressure point right here called large intestine 18. It lays right on the jugular vein. It's gonna stop about that much blood flow to the brain for a quick second, and you're gonna bottom out, okay? There's also a nerve right there called the Herring's nerve, which controls your blood pressure. It's gonna drop your blood pressure dramatically at the same time that you stop the blood flow to the brain. It's what makes you pass out, okay? You're gonna get a real nice response, okay? So you can't go wrong with this technique, okay? So, but you're not thinking of hitting this with your hand, you're thinking of hitting it with that bone that we were talking about. It comes straight up and hits that, and then comes around and you pop, okay? I nicknamed this technique the pimp slap, okay? If you cup your hand like this, and you lay the person's jawbone right in your hand, okay, and you just do that, they start to go out, okay? Understand? So that's the motion. I had to do it. I broke my wrist, and I was in a cast, and I was teaching at a seminar, and I'm like, how am I going to do this move with a cast? Oh, I could hit him with a cast. That would really suck. I'm like, oh, well, we'll try this, and I tried it, and it worked, and pretty much everybody who's learned how to do it this way gets it every single time. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, come up, hit, come around, slap. Okay? All right, go for it. Pressure points are in every martial art. Okay? It's a skill set called Kyusho Jitsu, which literally means 1 second fighting, but it means you've gained control of the situation in a second. Okay? But there's also a second skill set called Tuite Jitsu, which is the grabbing and the seizing of pressure points, okay? So, and in the beginning, you start seeing the Kyusho, where to hit, okay? Grog smash, really easy, okay? And then you start seeing where some of the techniques, where the joint locks and the throws are. And then they start to blend together. So you're striking to hit, or trapping to hit, and hitting to trap, and you're just translating from one motion to the next, okay? So we're going to skip a bunch of levels, and we're going to go to, now you're going to use that second hand. I'm going to show you how this gets us into some locks and into some techniques, okay? So we're going to do the number 1, and we hit. The hit is to stop his arm from moving, so that now I reach down and I grab his thumb, and now I do the move number 2. And now I have this technique. Now, when people do this technique, wrist throw, they try to put pressure and all that other stuff. If I take his hand and I turn his wrist and his hand so that his elbow goes in front of his body, he basically almost throws himself, okay? It's because when we do this motion, we don't complete the motion. The motion is this. But for some reason or other, when we're holding on to a person's body, we stop instead of taking it all the way to that motion. There's the technique. Understand? Now if I hit him on that same pressure point, I'm not going to do it. If I hit him on that stomach 5, now he'll really go out. Yeah. Because I have him off balance. Okay? All right? So you're going to hit. When you grab, this is your hand upside down. I grab with my hand upside down, I grab his pad of his thumb, and then I call it turning up the volume, and here I am. Okay? And boom. All right, can everybody do that? Give it a try. Everybody come back for a second. I know some people are having trouble getting that grab. Okay? So, just put your hand out. What I'm doing is I'm doing this. Okay? See, I'm not grabbing his thumb. I'm not using my thumb. We call it a monkey grip. Okay? All I'm doing is hooking that. Okay? Because as I bring the hand up, it's going to feed into that. I don't need anything more than that. Understand? Okay? What's that? Yes. All right? If I do this and I tuck my thumb in, he decides to make a fist. Now we have a competition as to who's stronger. If I keep this open, if he makes a fist, that's fine. He makes a fist, I just push that. Okay? Okay? So, because what am I doing? There's 2 pressure points right here that I'm squeezing, but we're like one of the only animals on the planet that has an opposable thumb. The fastest way to get out of a wrist grab, everybody does this. Grab my wrist, and they do this, and they pull against the thumb. Okay? Just push the thumb off. His hand comes off every single time. I don't care how strong they are. You push on the thumb, the hand comes off. Try to hold my wrist without your thumb. You can't do it. Okay? So as soon as you strip the thumb away, the hand comes right out. And I'm not doing this that's leaving me open to something. Okay? I'm doing this. Okay? Which is when we do this motion, some of the other things. It's called stripping. So we do the 1, we do the 2. From here, my hand is upside down again, and I do that same kind of thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push his hand to my hand. And now I have this. Okay? This is one of my favorite throws, and this is also one of the most dangerous throws you can do on somebody. It's called the Shinagi, which means a 4-directional throw. I can throw him 4 different ways. 2 of which he'll fall down, 2 of which he'll fall down, but I'm going to break stuff as I do it. If I go this way, he'll fall down. If I go this way, he'll fall down. If I do an elbow strike in the air, I will break his elbow, possibly dislocate his shoulder. If I go like this and throw him, I will break a lot of stuff. Understand? Okay, there's a 5th direction, but I don't have it trapped the right way. Otherwise, I would be on his hand and I would pull back towards me. If this elbow is tucked a little bit more, and I went like this and I did closed gate, I would break his wrist. Understand? Okay? Yeah? All right, to get into it, I want to go 1, 2, I want to push his hand back towards me. I don't want to reach back because now I'm in a compromised position. I want to push his hand that way. And then once I push it, I just overlap my hand over. Okay? Everybody understand? Okay? If you end up palm to palm, now it just becomes a battle of who's stronger. Okay? So you want the back of his hand in your hand. Yeah? Okay? Now, I'm actually in a bad position. My arm is too high. But I'm doing that to alleviate the pressure on his shoulder because I want my arm down about like here. Nice and tight. The closer your elbows are to your body, the stronger you are. And now to throw him, all I have to do is move a foot. If I just take this foot and move it this way, he's going to fall. Okay?
Please don't forget to like and subscribe to LiveDanD.